Speaking on the Reds' arrival in Sinsheim on Monday, Klopp admitted it would have helped if the transfer window had closed before the start of the season. The German may be granted his wish in a year's time, with all 20 Premier League clubs set to vote on an early closure of the transfer window. Reports from both the Times and the Telegraph on Monday night confirmed the proposal, with the latter relaying that almost all of the 20 clubs are understood to be behind the idea. If this came into effect, this would begin ahead of 2018-19. Though clubs would still be able to sell players to clubs around world. Ojo opts to join Fulham on loan. Liverpool have been reluctant to part ways with too many of their young players on loan deals this summer, with only 4 leaving Merseyside so far. But Pedro Chirivella, Connor Randall, Taiwo Awoniyi and Shamal George will soon be followed by Shai Ojo. Press Association Sport are among those to report that the 20-year-old has agreed terms with Championship side Fulham, and will spend the rest of the season at Craven Cottage. Advertising Ojo is said to have turned down Derby County, Middlesbrough and Aston Villa, with a deal to be confirmed imminently. Klopp frustrated by Can contract talks fielded in Klopp's starting lineup for Saturday's 3-3 draw away to Watford, and included in the Reds squad at Hoffenheim. Emre Can is still yet to agree terms on a new contract. The 23-year-old's current deal expires in 2018, and Klopp has expressed frustration that no breakthrough has been made. However, he stressed that he is still confident his compatriot will put pen to paper before next summer. Advertising The situation is not perfect. I would prefer that he has already signed, he said, but I am still positive we can find the right solution for both sides. On a more positive note, Gazzetta dello Sport claimed that Juventus have opted to move for Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Blaise Matuidi, cooling their interest in Can. Leipzig discusses Liverpool offers for Keita. I saw the Guardian report that Nice midfielder Jean-Michel Seri has emerged on Klopp's radar, as he looks to bolster his ranks in the middle of the park. This is likely due to the Reds' failure to sign RB Leipzig's Naby Keita, with the Bundesliga side's CEO, Ralf Rangnick, detailing their pursuit this week. There were 2 offers from Liverpool and in between times also a telephone call between the clubs, but not between me and Jurgen Klopp, he explained. Advertising For us, it was always clear that we would not give Naby Keita, that is why there was no direct contact. He did, however, reveal that Leipzig were likely to part ways with the 22-year-old next summer. Losing Coutinho would be awful, says Firmino. The transfer window set to close on August 31st. Liverpool are still adamant Brazilian playmaker Philippe Coutinho won't be sold this summer. This is despite Barcelona's interest in the number 10, having seen their first 2 bids of 72 million and 90.4 million rejected already. For Coutinho's teammate for club and country, Roberto Firmino, the 25-year-old's departure would be awful. Advertising I prefer to not think of this because it'd be awful. He's a great player but also a great friend to me, he said on Monday. Coutinho is a crack star player. It is normal that great teams are interested in his football, but my concentration is now on the team. Liverpool interested in young midfield duo beyond Seri. 2 other midfielders have been moved with moves to Anfield this week. Firstly, Turkish football claimed that both Liverpool and Everton had scouted Trabzonspor wonderkid Yusuf Yaz's side. The 20-year-old has scored 8 goals and laid on a further 13 assists in 32 games for the Super League side so far. Meanwhile, World Football Index claimed that the Reds inquired as to the availability of Mexican side Santos Laguna's 20-year-old defensive midfielder Ulises Rivas, who is said to be valued at $5 million. Per Sessegnon bid rejected. Finally, the Telegraph report that Tottenham have seen a $25 million bid for Fulham's teenager left-back Ryan Sessegnon turned down this week. Sessegnon was on Liverpool's radar before signing a new long-term contract with the Cottagers in June, with the Reds going on to sign Andrew Robertson. Fulham are said to be adamant the 17-year-old won't be sold this summer, and seem willing to reject an extraordinary amount of money.